What's going on, everyone? ScaleCarModels here. Just an update on the 1934 Ford semi-truck. Gotten a good amount of progress done on there, but still a good amount to go. You gotta remember, this is one of my first kits I'm putting together and I'm hand painting everything. However, if the weather is decent tomorrow, I am off, so I possibly might go ahead and spray the body, fenders, and chassis, but more than likely I'm just going to paint it. And the only colors that I'm really using, besides a few accent colors, are Model Masters Gunmetal, flat, Model Masters Italian Green Olive, flat, and flat silver. It's the main colors of this project. Here is just the windshield, the back glass, and the headlights. Those will all be featured. Everything else is laid out. As you notice, there's really not much chrome. The chrome bezels here for the lights, I might even strip those and paint those to match the gunmetal for the exterior and like 75% of this truck. Here are the shifter and everything, and the little antenna. Possibly might leave those chrome, not sure. Still a few things like you can see here that I need to paint. The wheels are going to be flat silver. Tires, it's going to be a dually. I decided to go with that. It's going to work out right. And it's going to be semi, so I'm going to have to scratch build the fifth wheel, but that's going to be kind of a project after I want to get this whole truck done, and then I can just scratch build that, paint it to match, and then glue it on. So that's not a big deal. The front bumper chrome, I might leave it, not sure. Got your front grille here, or grill shroud, the grill, and then the radiator. And I did this with I used the Tamiya tape. And I don't think I pressed it down good enough because it kind of went over, but with the way this will sit, you're not really going to see this. This is just semi-gloss black and that silver. So that looks alright. And I got these extra wheels here. 4 more of these need to be painted, and these are just extras to see. You know, if there's one of them that's not quite perfect. Here's the brake drums here. I'm not sure exactly what color I'm going to paint those. I'm thinking somewhat of a metal color. Maybe make it look a little weathered. Here are my 2 axles here. Here are the chrome hubcaps. I might leave those chrome. Here are the 2 radiator hoses for the flathead. I'm thinking about actually using this tube wire here. Wire that I got off, pulled off a computer power supply. It's a little smaller than this corrugated style tubing that they use, but I think it'll work out alright. Here's the carburetor, air cleaner. It's just flat black. It needs to be detailed underneath there, but it's flat black with I think aluminum or steel for the carburetor. And then our interior is, I have to take the tape off. Hopefully it comes out good, but this whole thing's gunmetal. See, it didn't come out very good on the bottom, but I could probably put another coat on it. You won't really see much of that. And then this is same color, and then I did the floor mat in a flat black, and it does kind of look a little weathered. I might add some brown, maybe mix it with a little rust, try to make it look like there's mud or dirt in there. But yeah, I still have to remove the tape. Hopefully the line will come out. The seat, I could not figure out what color I was going to do the seat and the dashboard, but I decided I'm just going to do the seat and the dashboard the color I'm doing the engine, which is that light Italian green, which here's the engine itself. It's just finished painting it all up. Now I need to do the detailing on it, like add you know, white for the spark plugs and some black accents here and there. I might do black wash on the intake, the valley there, to make it look a little worn. It's going to look like it was a recent build, but it's going to have a few miles on it, you know what I'm saying? Not like it was built just yesterday. And then the pulleys, I did those in same green. I was just going to do black, but I figured something a little different, so kind of made it look like they painted everything at one time, you know, kind of like typically what most people who have projects like this will do. And then I did still need to finish it. I'm debating on whether I'm going to paint the spring a different color, and then maybe these radius torsion arms here a different color. But this turned out really nice. And then when this is all done, guys, or possibly right before I put everything together and everything's painted, I'll do a slideshow video to show you all some more detail, because I know my camera's not the best. Hoping to upgrade soon. So there's the front axle. I still need to finish that. Oh, and the exhaust, I was thinking after I painted up, because basically this is two kits, and I'll show you which kits it is here in a minute. Here's the one of the exhausts, and I decided since this is going to be a semi, I wanted to have an updraft style, exhaust, given it's only a flathead, but I figured it'd be kind of cool and something different. So I'm pretty much going to graft these two pipes together right here and make one single muffler, and I'm going to make it to where I can still have these clamps on either side. So it'll pretty much just be like this, and I'll just take out these two middle clamps and just super glue them together, sand them down a little bit, make them straight, and then I'll do the rest of my exhaust. I'll use whatever tubing's left over to make it go from the chassis up to the engine, and that's one of the other big details that I have to do on this engine here, is the exhaust is molded in, so I have to paint all that to match. But that's not a big deal, that shouldn't be too hard. Other than that, guys, there's just some suspension and steering pieces here. And the steering wheel, I was like, how am I going to do this? But I decided, I'll go the old school way. And this is not done yet. I did the brown wood on the outside, and then there's flat black on the inside here. And then I'm going to do the flat silver on these pegs here. And then here's the steering shaft. I'm either going to do this in flat black or silver. I'll have to see. And then the dashboard, it does have chrome. I'm not actually sure where they went. I'll have to probably salvage them from the other kit that I got up on the shelf. There's chrome gauges that go behind this. I'm not sure if I'll leave them chrome or not. And then I'm going to paint this little area here silver. I might do the gauges like a gloss black. Something a little different, but there's this little area here. I'll do that in the flat silver, and then I'll do the rest of the dash in the green that I did the seat in. So that's going to be kind of a cool contrast. Let's see. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything here. Oh, the chassis here. Let me show you guys this. Actually, let me go get the stock chassis and I'll show you guys. So here is what the stock chassis looks like. And pay attention to this area here and this area here, as well as in the front, this area here. So here is my modified chassis. This isn't totally complete. This is about 90% complete minus what I need to do for the paint work. And this is probably going to be painted that same gunmetal color. I wanted to do it in flat black, but this gunmetal is just coming out so nice. I've done a little bit here, as you can see, and some of it was a flat black from when I started. So you can see here I cut out the gas tank and it's all been sanded down. It's it's ready to go. I left this part here. I might end up cutting that off and then just making this kind of like a square round cross member piece here. But where the rear suspension mounts, if my camera will pick it up, you can see here I added a little piece of styrene and then drilled a hole through it. See maybe if I can do a comparison here. And like I said, I'll take pictures of all this stuff, guys, for you. But that's going to give me a lift on my truck, which is going to give it more of a realistic appearance of I guess it'd be a 3/4 1-ton truck as a semi. So it's going to give me in scale probably an inch, maybe 2-inch lift on the suspension when everything's said and done. And then here in the front I did the same thing. And the front one is a little bit harder. I still have a little bit of sanding and filing that I need to do to get this open. If you guys, I don't know if you can see the difference in the hole size, but that one's got a slot, so it wasn't as easy. I still use the pin vise to open up the holes, and then just use the file to open it up even more. And then I'll probably do some detail here on this battery, more than likely. I don't know if I'm going to paint the battery box a different color. I was thinking about doing it maybe semi-gloss black so it kind of stick out, maybe have some cables coming out. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail on this, but I do want it to stick out. I'm kind of wanting my scratch building work to do kind of the talking more than the overall paint job and stuff like that, because I'm really not good at painting, but I got a lot of ideas for scratch building. I almost forgot, here are the two kits I started with. They're both exactly the same. They're the Lindbergh 1934 Ford pickup truck, 1/24th scale. However, this truck looks tiny, even considered next to the 1/25th scale trucks. But it's a 1934, so everything was smaller back then. However, this is the more recent one here that I got, and that kind of gave me the inspiration and the extra parts to do the semi idea that actually someone had mentioned to me, and hate that I forget people's names, but someone had mentioned, you know, why not do the dually version? At first I wasn't going to do it, and I said, you know what, I did pick up the extra kit, so I might as well. So thank you for giving me that extra inspiration for that. And then this is the one I bought at first, just this Coca-Cola, and you know, it's a good kit, but it's kind of simple, so I just wanted to do some, you know, extra stuff to it to kind of make it stick out a little bit. So alright guys, that's about it on that.